Hello. So this is for all whose loc braids never come out how they want. And if that's you, you should stay on. I'm going to do jumbo loc braids and hopefully answer anyone's questions while I'm doing so. If you could hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do my own investigations because I'm using a mic. Let me. Hey, how are you? How are you? What did you just get done doing? Okay, let me see if I can hear myself. Okay, not an ad. Let's see. Okay, boom. I'm good. I am good. I'm happy to hear that you're well. I'm well. I do not. I don't. I'm trying to think though. I don't. Oh, I knew it. Listen, when I saw the last part of your username, I was like, I know that's not who I think it is. No, how are you? How are you? Let's talk about that because you are flourishing. I have a new Instagram, so I haven't been able to see everything that you've been doing. But when I last was on Instagram, I'm like, yeah, you know it's T when you. Okay, you get what I'm saying, right? I'm so happy to hear from you. Oh my goodness. So, anybody who has questions doesn't just have to be about locks. We can talk about life. Let me know. I'm going to show you start to finish braids, and then I'll let you know at the end when you're going to see me take them down. But where are you watching from? Are you in America? Are you in a state? Are you in the South, the North? And if you are locked, how long have you been locking? How long have you been locked, or are you watching for a friend? Okay, let me know. Hey, thank you. I've been blessed, just school and living. Yes, blessed is what you are. I'm really proud of you. Like seeing the growth. I can't wait to see um, just how you continue to develop because you're definitely one of them ones. Like top two and not number two. Trust me. Hello, Uncle. Okay, so I will give a few minutes, not even a few minutes, a couple minutes to let more people come in. But where are you watching from? Where is everyone watching from? And are you locked? How long have you been locked if you're watching for locks? If you're not watching for locks, what's the vibes? What is it's Friday, so are y'all getting ready to go out and you just need somebody to watch real quick and get ready with? Or what's the vibes? I just washed my hair, like just got done about 20 minutes ago. I got some tea. I'm winding down for the night because this week has been a lot. I have been going through a little bit of anxiety and I am trying to really calm my nerves because I'm not sure where the anxiety is coming from. I'm not an anxious person. So I think it's just the transitions going on in my life and me kind of just being like, what's really going on. Like, you know, overall, I trust the Lord. So I'm praying, of course. It's just when you're in that season and it's like knowing that you're going to be okay. But while you're in the moment, it's like, whew, ooh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, okay, I'll see you later. But that's the season I'm in right now of just facing my emotions. And I think that's what's bringing me so much anxiety. But we're going to keep on going. I also did some notes because last time I came impromptu and was just blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to ask you questions and praying that you feel led to answer. Excuse me. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, let's take this down. My hair. Oh, and let me tell you this. I know I got on y'all for not washing your hair regularly, but I have been spending 2 weeks in between washes and moisturizing with the oil, I think maybe once or twice in between that, and then only using a mist every other time that I moisturize. And let me tell you, y'all were onto something. Y'all were onto something. Everybody's different. Everybody's hair is different. I used to be a weekly warrior, but I think I'm going to start switching to 14 days because I see the beauty. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay. Woo! And my hair smells so good. So good. This is what we are working with now. Let's do a length check. I also, after a certain length, I just stopped doing length checks, but thank the Lord because I remember when I used to be in the mirror every day after the bleaching incident. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Uh-oh, sorry for the crop top, but, well, I don't know. I'm grown, so I won't apologize, but look at, oh, you know it's real when you got to put the camera down. Okay, this is what we're working with as of now. Again, another benefit to waiting 2 weeks between washes is you're not worried about how long your hair is. You just let it flow. And also, I love waiting that long in between styles because it gives my hair a break. So, whoever said, I don't know about weekly washes, okay, I see where you're coming from. The reason why I'm doing jumbo braids is because this takes a lot less time than if I was doing smaller braids. We will be sitting here for an hour and a half. And not only do I not want to do that, I know it's only a few of you who would really want to watch me braid my hair for an hour and a half. So I'm going to put you on the products that I use and that I'm using. A lot of them I make myself. But if you are interested in seeing what I put in these products, I can make a separate video or whatnot because I really do use a lot of my own products except for shampoo and I do make my own rosemary water too. So yeah, and this one oil that I use specifically on my edges. But yeah, so what I will be using on my scalp, anybody who remembers 313 by New, you are a real one because I remember that was my second business, but my first product business. And this stuff, hot fire, but I made a different formula because I'm not trying to restart 313 by New, but I just like experimenting with stuff. I'm like a mixologist, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, these jumbo braids are so great because they take less time and they give me a fuller look. I'm actually gonna show you, let me just show you what look I'm talking about. Let me show you what look I'm talking about. I posted this on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. This is my new Instagram, Nubia here. But this is, what the heck am I? Oh. Why? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Okay, because I don't know what the heck's going on. But let me show you what the curls look like. This is what I'm talking about right here. It's like a fuller curl. I actually like this. Like you guys see? Fuller curl. Fuller. The curls are just fuller. I remember when I did it, I was like, why don't I do this more often? It's a lot less high maintenance. And I think that was even on dry hair. I think the only thing I moisturized my hair with was this. So I'm so excited to do it this way because guess what that means? Longer lasting curls. Hello and good day to you too as well. Thank you. So I put this on my scalp only because the ingredients are heavy on hair growth. So it'd be pointless to put it in the shaft of my locks. When you make your own stuff, you just kind of do your own thing. Like you just use products. I know it's not the best course of action, but it's cute, right? And what else? This is also best for when you're in a rush. Anybody who is just always in a rush. I think I'm not going to use this. I think I'm going to use the rest of this, which is an oil that I know it's in this bottle, but it's an oil that I made a while ago that I have just not a while ago, but some time ago. So I need to just use it. But it's specifically a hair growth oil, so we're going to, ooh, it's dripping on my face. Let me get right. Yes, so this, if you are just lazy and you have a lot of locks, even if you don't have a lot of locks, because I feel like 160 isn't that much. But if you are one of those, then you just go ahead and do some jumbo braids, okay? Because, boom. And I haven't interlocked my hair in a while either. I have been waiting. I have been very patient with my scalp because I listen to you. I listen to those of you who comment. I listen. Especially on my 7 things I refuse to do to my locks. I'm like, I'm taking notes. I even made some formulas based off of, sorry, I'm looking in the mirror, based off of some of the suggestions that my subscribers made about what they're using in their locks. How often are they oiling? How often are they styling? And one thing I'm learning is take care of your hair, but too much of anything is not good. So I've been being very patient with my locks. And I think that's the beauty of having locks as well. So I don't want to be skipping recipes. Okay. So my next question is, do you prefer jumbo braids or smaller braids? What's the vibes? Jumbo braids, and I don't even mean just the braids themselves, but the curls that come from the braids. Are you jumbo braid curls, or are you more small braids? This is one that I use for my shaft. This has chamomile in it, which can lighten your hair. So I made another formula, but the way this spray bottle sprays, just dripping down my arm. It smells so good, and probably the best mist I've made in my life, especially when it comes to smell. But this gets the job done the right way. So, boom. How are we feeling, Jumbo? I wish I could do a poll. Can I do a poll in here? It's getting hot in here. Oh, start a poll. Oh, okay. Jumbo braid curls. Okay, wait, no. Which curls do you prefer? Oh, yeah. Because I know sometimes people don't want to talk. So if you don't want to talk, boom, I got you. Jumbo braid curls. And I'm gonna place a bet on myself. Small braid curls. Small braid curls. Start poll. I'm honestly gonna say you all prefer smaller braid curls. Oh, I don't know when this is gonna upload. I guess I gotta wait. What is it? How do you even do this? Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's a poll if you want to answer. I honestly don't know how it works. And if nobody answers, then I'll have to go on one of my other YouTube accounts and answer it myself. No, okay. After I do the mist, this is one that I have bought, the Jamaican mango and lime cactus leave-in moisturizer. Love this stuff. I used to use this when I first started my locks. I'm going to learn how to not make that one specifically, but make one that makes my locks feel the same way myself, so I don't have to keep buying product. Okay, I got an email from. Okay, so nobody's answering the poll either. Okay, I will take my L. I will take my L. So there we go. But I do want to know, just in case, it's only been up a minute. So I'll practice patience. No hospital involved. Okay, my hair feels so soft, y'all. Okay, boom. I'm hoping this only takes an hour. Moisturizing your hair. Oh, this I make myself. This is a shaft oil. What I'm wondering is what oils are. I might have taken a video. because that smells really good. It smells really good. And I'm like, what did I even put in here? Man, I think I took a video. I hope. Okay. So while you all are being bombarded with questions, guess what I have? Another question. This is not only for those watching now, but for anyone who watches after this live is over. Are you more low maintenance or high maintenance with your locks? And when I say high maintenance, I mean you're washing weekly. Your hands are always in your hair. Like, what's the vibe? Let me know. What is the vibe? Is your hand usually always in your hair, or are you more hands off? We might do two. I'm just going to start braiding now. I think I'm going to actually count them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, no, let's do this smart and not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is not even jumbo though. I need it to feel like boom. So I'll do like this. And I'm going to braid. I don't know how many this is, but I know it's more than, what's that thing called? I know it's more than 20, probably just above 20. And feels like I'm braiding a little tight, so I don't want to braid too tight. Because the next thing on my list to talk about is the do's and don'ts when you're braiding your locks. And one thing that's on the don'ts is don't braid your hair too tight and don't braid your hair too often, because over time it shows in the shaft of your locks. And especially if you're braiding it too tight on your scalp and leaving it in too long, it shows. So, ooh, we got a vote on the poll. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what the vibes are. Okay, small braid curls. Okay. So I am braiding this. I was supposed to do a video on this a while ago of braiding right under versus braiding down. And I find that when I do smaller braids, braiding down looks so beautiful versus braiding under, which is more tight, a more like tight braid, versus braiding down, which looks, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't know how to describe it. Okay, I can't even braid this right here. So you know me, I just gotta twist. And then I'll be using bigger rubber bands as not to stress out the ends of my hair. This is how jumbo we're getting. We go jump, we go bow. We go jump, we go bow. Okay. Another don't is, let's see, don't rebraid them every night to keep the curls. And you're going to ask, well, then, Nubia, what the heck do I do if I'm not going to rebraid them every night? How am I going to keep these curls in? Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked. You're going to use the undergarment method. And when I say the undergarment method, I mean using pantyhose. Go to your local Walmart. Also linked in my Amazon storefront, which I will link after this live is over. I could link it now, but blah, blah, blah. Flip your hair upside down. Put the pantyhose over your head. Use the legs to tie around the the edge portion. And dippity-doo, happy day. Your curls will stay a lot longer. And that's the only thing with the jumbo braids is like, I'm not tucking. I'm just not tucking. But your curls will last a lot longer if you use that method versus going to sleep just freestyling. Jumbo braid. Okay, next. That's how I keep my curls. T. This is stress relief tea, and I'm not stressed, but I am just grateful. That's what I will say. Grateful and patient. Patient, patient, patient. That's what I will say. We speak life, right? Oh, exactly. Okay. Next. Yeah, I said don't keep braids in too long. And I said do wash your hair before you braid it if you want long lasting curls. If you just need something quick, like you're going out that night, then put some water in a spray bottle, drench your hair as much as possible, and right after you're done braiding it, sit under the dryer as long as you can. But if you want something long lasting, I kind of wish I could. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to overly live y'all. So I will try to show you what these curls look like in 72 hours. After 72 hours, that's when I start oiling the top portion. Also, you remember, I don't know if any of you were on that live. Ooh, 50-50 on the jumbo braid curls. Thank you for answering the poll. That means a lot. I don't know if you all were on that live when I was taking out that lock style, but those curls, oh my gosh, they were so beautiful and they lasted so long. And I did a cute ponytail for like a date night kind of vibe, and it was so cute. So y'all see my locks I cut at the front. Man, I might do a video on what people do not prepare you for when it comes to locks, because there's so much that it's like, come on, dog. That's my dog for sure. That my dog. Okay, wait, I need to stop. Okay, how many is in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right. Now, how long are we keeping the braids in? What is it, the braids? No cap. How long are we keeping the braids in? Oh, okay. I would recommend for you, if you are impatient, keep them in, let them air dry for at least 24 hours. I don't mean have it in a stocking cap for 24 hours because your hair is not going to air dry. And the reason why I say that is because thicker braids take a lot longer to dry than thinner braids. So you have to actually give your hair time to, your locks time to dry, really. So that's why I recommend at least 24 hours out in the air. And me, I'm probably going to sit under the dryer while I edit a video that I got coming out tomorrow at 2 p.m. And just sit under some cool air. I'm not going to do warm air. I used to do warm air, but I care about my locks, okay? I do. And then as far as moisturizing goes, because I'm now waiting, what did I say? 2 weeks before washes. I'm not going to say give up on the curls, but I usually start adding mist on my scalp and on the shaft of my hair like 72 hours after, because more than likely, okay, I'm taking these out and I'm going to be going somewhere after I take these out. This see, it's thick. It's thick now. I'm going to be going somewhere, so I only really need them to look good for 24 hours, but I am going to do this braid. It does get to a point, right? That's the thing about having locks of all different lengths. But I do miss I do like a, what's that thing called? Tapered locks, like layered. That's what I'll say, layered. So beautiful, so beautiful. So I wait 72 hours before I start really going in with the mist and the oil. Okay. Boom. I'm trying my best. The great thing about jumbo curls is they don't have to be perfect, and I will not be leaving the house, or I will be leaving the house, but I won't be getting too much out the car tomorrow. And whoever I see is not tripping about this because they know it takes this to get the full look. Okay. And how am I protecting my ends? Because anybody who knows about bleach, wait, y'all, did I moisturize my did I moisturize this with this? Did I put oil in my hair? No, I didn't. Man, see all that talking. Did I? Somebody please tell me before I undo this braid. I don't. Y'all might not even remember. You know, I have a phone too. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to see before I go ham. No, I'm not playing. I mean, I'm playing. I'm not going ham. Bro, an ad? Okay. Dang. I mean, I own the channel. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I'm not seeing. Does anybody know? Because I'm not seeing any oil going on. And I got oil dripping down the side of my face. I apologize. No, I didn't. Okay, wow, that's insane work. So it's like distracted driving. So let me redo this because I need that moisture and I'm not playing around. But to protect my ends when I'm doing these braids, I use those bigger rubber bands. And I'm pretty sure they're either an inch wide or 3/4 inches wide. I know I sprayed this in it, but I don't think I did the whole vibe. And that's the good thing about what's it called? These. You're less likely to miss a lock, and you are less likely to, I mean, it takes less time to do. Okay. Another way I protect my ends, just in general, not just in braids, is not styling too often. And this is something I'm now implementing into my routine. As of probably about a year now, I've been styling a lot more, but I am not styling too often that I have to be weary about my ends because rubber bands over time for having them in your hair for a long time. That's why even when I do my more complicated lock styles, I always keep it cute 4 days max. 4 days I'm keeping it in. And yeah. But I know a lot of us are going to locticians. So I can understand why you might keep the lock style in for a little bit longer. But I try not to go back to back on styles. And it makes it easier that I am now washing my locks every 2 weeks because it gives me a week of just being able to relax my body and my mind. And then another thing, let's talk about this. And I don't want to call anybody out, but when I'm laying down on any surface, I don't care if the pillowcase is silk, I am wearing a bonnet or a scarf or a headscarf. I'm protecting my edges with the silk scarf or satin scarf. Yeah, satin. And I am protecting my locks with the bonnet. Oh my gosh, I know y'all see the struggling right now that's going on. We have to see it through. We can't give up. This is Nubia here, not Nubia. If it don't work, go over there. Oh, wrong size. So yeah, anytime I'm laying down, that's what encourages me. That's also what encourages me to like get up off of my behind, is that whenever I am find myself laying down, I always got to put on a scarf. And if I am dressed to the nines that day, makeup on, I'm like, you know what, let me get up and leave the house because I'm about to lay down and I don't want to have to put on a scarf and ruin the whole vibe. Whew, this tea is working. And I also want to thank anyone who's watching, because I was really having a lot of anxiety today, and just being here really helps. So just know I feel y'all's good vibes. Trust me. Questions for this is, how long are you keeping your styles in? How long are you keeping your styles in? And when I say styles, I'm not talking about curls. I'm talking about those styles that require rubber bands. How long are you keeping them in? Me, you got 4 days. You got 96 hours out of me, simply because I get bored and I love feeling my hair. I love like getting the chance to really feel my hair, you know. So, oh, and now I'm oiling edges with the mist, which is the hair growth mist, and this right here, virgin hair fertilizer. I got it in a jar finally because the tube, oh, okay. And what I'm going to do is subtly twist this into my edges into this. Just loosely, not anything serious, to give it some structure. I really do like to leave my edges alone. Okay. And how often are you moisturizing your locks as well? Because now it's like, I know I've been locked for 13 years, but I feel like I'm learning that less really is more. You don't have to do too much. You can moisturize once a week, even if you just moisturize wash day, or twice a week. I prefer twice a week, including wash day. But I'm learning that less is more. So I have been doing things a little bit differently. And I will say, not only do I feel better, but I'm saving money on product. And I just find that my hair is acting different. It's like acting brand new. Okay. So, does anyone have any questions, or how are you feeling? This section did a little better. We are halfway done, and that took 30 minutes, including the one I had to redo. So let's take a minute to thank the Lord. Okay. So 50-50 on jumbo braid curls versus small braid curls. Okay, this is what it looks like. Yeah. Now this side has less curls than the other side. So we are. And I notice now my hair is drying a lot quicker. So yeah, I'm going to have to spray some. Look at the difference. That's crazy what a braid can do. Okay, let's start from the back. All right. Okay. Today, I This doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I finally cleaned my car after so many months, and it felt so good getting that done. Lately, I just been feeling. Let me be honest. Oh, do I need to be honest? Because there we go. Lately, I just been feeling like, no pun intended, but new start vibes. Very much new start. That's how I've been feeling. I don't know. I think spring, and I'm gonna go over this in a vlog, but spring is definitely the real new year. Even biblically, it's definitely the real new year, because it's something about this time of the year, after I've broken a lot of cycles that I was put myself in, something about this time of the year that just everything feels new. No pun intended. Everything feels new. Well, let me not use too much of this, because actually, let me use too much of it, because I want to make some new oil. Okay. But that's how it feels. It just feels new. So when I clean my car, I got it washed, and then I cleaned the inside and I wiped everything down, and it felt so good. Like, just to do that. So I think that's the vibe I'm gonna cling on to right now. And that also leads me into my next thing that I noted, which is doesn't have anything to do with locks. Kinda it does, but I just, when I was thinking about this live, I felt that this was necessary to say, because I don't know what age everyone is. I just want to encourage everyone to prioritize caring for yourself, because stress really is dangerous. And when I say caring for yourself, I don't mean ignoring everybody, because we need people, or maybe you're in an isolation season, but really, really, really prioritize caring for yourself, because when you're neglecting who you are, what you want to do, entertaining conversations because you're in the season of being a little too nice, or entertaining relationships that truly aren't elevating you, or even trying to, you take on a lot, and stress sometimes, it doesn't even feel like it on the surface, but over time you can feel it in your soul, and you can feel it in your body. Your immune system knows it and whatnot. So I have been prioritizing self-care, and not only just for myself, but because I want to show up well everywhere, because when I am fruitful and I am in overflow mode, that means that I can also be there for others without it feeling like a chore. You guys get what I'm saying? Maybe you get what I'm saying, maybe you don't, but eventually you will. And I pray that at least one person gets something from what I'm going to say, is be consistent with yourself, because even if you are the most giving person ever, everybody needs a break. Everybody needs a break. And it's important to set boundaries with those around you. And anyone who does not respect your boundaries, you can tell them twice. I'll even give it to you. Tell them to not tell them twice, but you can tell them once, hey, I don't like that. And if they don't do it again, if they do it again, let me slow down. If they do it again, then that's when you go into walking away. And you don't have to, but I encourage you to be okay with walking away from anything that is disrespecting you in your boundaries. And even if you realize, hey, that was disrespectful, even if it happened months ago, whatever it is, and you in this new season of your life, or you're in a, like you said, it's spring, it's a new season, you realize like, hey, I put up with this and I really shouldn't have. Okay, I gotta make sure. It's okay to walk away from anything. And especially when God is calling you to walk away, understand that when you are in agreement with God, you have confidence. And when you are not in agreement with God, you will feel a lot. You will feel stress. You will feel like something's missing. And really, the only thing that's missing is obedience. And that's self care too, being in agreement with God, not putting yourself in situations that you're not supposed to be in. Jesus saves. Jesus saves. So it's not your job to save everybody or be there for everybody. Allow Him to use you, yes, but also we have to learn when we are being called to be used and when we are overcompensating. So when I say self-care, we can talk more about tangible things. Um, and I'll even talk about kind of what I'm doing, because I hate being like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do, you, because it does get to a point like, come on, girl, what are you doing? One thing that I'm working on is consistent morning routines and night routines. I used to stay up late. I used to stay up really late, and I knew why I was staying up late, but I always wanted to set that boundary of like, even if I'm up, I'm not active. I am winding down. I'm reading a book until I go to sleep. Like, and when I start the mornings, I'm starting the mornings intentional. That first hour matters. And set that time aside. I don't know how many of you have kids or you just have a lot going on in the mornings. You got pets, you got whatever it is. What it don't matter what it is. Just dang, this is big. I kind of want to split this up in 3. I'll moisturize this though. Did I? I keep forgetting. I just don't even. You just do this. But yeah. Another thing is find yourself a good skincare routine. These are things where it's like, it seems like, girl, I'm rubbing this sunscreen on my face. I don't know. It's not making me feel good. But in reality, it's just over time, when you're pouring into yourself, you just feel better. Like I feel way more feminine than I've ever felt in so long, and it just feels good simply because I'm doing things for myself. And last week I did a lot for myself, that this week I was praying, and God had told me something about myself that I wasn't trying to hear, but I had realized, hey, I'm pouring into myself. Now I want to pour into others. So I did things for others, and I need to continue and keep going with that. But it's not that I was pouring out of a cup that was almost empty, but I was using the overflow. And so just like on a plane, they tell you to put your mask on first, you have to put your mask on first before you start trying to save everybody else. Because how can you save everybody else on empty? That's when resentment happens, that's when stress happens. You know, sometimes it's okay to tell somebody, "Hey, I understand you need somebody to be there for you, but I can't listen to that right now. What I can do is put you in the prayer portal." Cuz sometimes that's really as great. That's the best thing you can do, for yourself and others, is just pray. Don't let it be your burden to carry, because the war is already won, and you don't have to fight the battles alone. So I wanted to encourage that. Another thing I want to encourage is drinking water first thing in the morning. Drinking water, maybe even some hot lemon water. I like to do my chlorophyll. I'm not gonna lie. I like to do my chlorophyll. Let me tell you what I do in the morning. First, let me drink the rest of this because I don't like cold tea. I get up in the morning. I drink my chlorophyll. I don't play around with the chlorophyll. I really don't play around. I drink my chlorophyll. Then I drink my tea. And tea in the chlorophyll is so good for those of you who are like, dang, what's going on with this gut? Like, I feel like I am, you want a regulated system, chlorophyll, tea, specifically with some caffeine in it. Okay. I really do need to put y'all on to exactly what I'm using. But yeah, that's what I do first thing in the morning. Okay. Another thing is prioritize doing things regularly, like moisturizing your body. It's little things. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving y'all my code and whatnot, but you create your own beat to your own. What is that thing called? Beat to your own drum, sound to your own drum. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the saying is, but create your own vibe. And let me tell you, once you create your own vibe, do not let anybody ruin it. Do not let anybody ruin it. Do not let anybody, let that be a boundary. That's what we're going to call that. Is this 20? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 20. They're just thicker. But, ooh, is this less than 20? 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I want to add more because I like my front braids to be a little smaller than the ones in the back. But once you create that routine for yourself, do not let anybody ruin it. Okay? And if anybody makes you feel like you have to compromise for yourself, that means you need to work on holding true to your boundaries and also reassess that relationship. Because that's what I'm learning now. Whoever I'm around needs to make me feel like I want to do more for myself. I'm sorry. I'm done hanging around anybody who makes me feel complacent, anybody who makes me like comfortable doing nothing. No, because I know myself. I can get real comfortable doing nothing. Okay. So I like to iron sharpens iron, and I like to put myself in places that push me. So, you know, boom, fall in love with taking care of yourself, because then it will show in every other part of your life. You may be walking across the street, you see somebody in a cute outfit. I know when I'm happy, y'all, I'll be walking on the street, I see somebody in a cute outfit. Okay, girl. Okay. Yeah. That's how I get. I'm not gonna lie. I get like that. I get like, oh, do you need help doing this? Do you need help doing this? I'm around the house. I'm helping. I'm doing this. Like, and it also comes from having a relationship with God, is because you start to understand. I don't know who's laughing in the comments. You start to understand, like, okay, like God wants me to serve, So I want to, and I want to be a cheerful giver. You know what I mean? So that's where I come with that. But it's just like, girl, what? I'm holding the door. I don't care if you're all the way across the street. I'm holding the door like this. No, take your time. Man, take your time. Like, what? No, take your time. Like, please, okay? Y'all know when somebody will just take your order and be like, do you want a tip? Oh, please, okay. Do 20%. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, when you are pouring into yourself, and when I say pouring into yourself, I don't mean being greedy. I don't mean being selfish. I mean, when you are establishing a consistent relationship with God, when you are watching what you intake, watching what you listen to, creating routines for yourself, doing things that make you look at the great things in life. Trust me when I say, you will automatically, you don't even have to think about it twice. You will automatically, it will seep into every portion of your life. The people you're around, your goals, and who you are deep down inside, And what comes with that is distractions. And so it's important to also recognize where you're weak. And that's why I really, this is one of those prayers where when you say it, it's like, whew, God's going to show you, right? You got to ask God where you're weak at, because that's when you can get to know what your weaknesses are, because that's where the enemy will attack. He will try to distract you where you're weak at. And then that way, God always gives us a way out of temptation. You can understand, okay, this is where I need to be. This is what I need to do. This is how I need to move. And this is what things look like when I'm being knocked off my pivot, you know? So it is something that in this moment, I am speaking from 7 years of ups and downs. Okay. So again, this is not overnight, and I'm not telling anybody what to do, but I just want to let everyone know who's watching this that you got this, like overly. If nobody's told you, I'm about to tell you that you got this. And you more than got this, because when you got God, you don't really got to worry about anything. And that shows in your life as well. You really don't have to worry about anything when you're aligned, because it just naturally happens when you really give it to God. And that's what I'm working on too. So I'm telling y'all this, but I'm also telling myself this. When you're really locked in and you know how to give it to God, you really don't worry. You just don't worry. You're just not thinking about what's going on if the grass is greener or what's going on. You just vibe. So yeah, that's what I wanted to prioritize. I want you all to prioritize self-care, because it will allow you to be a better woman or man, if you're a man watching this, of God, and you will carry yourself that, and people will get closer to Christ through you. So yes. And then the last thing I wanted to say, which I noted of, because we're gonna bring this back into hair every time. This is tight. It's like this is like tighter than this. I need to ease up. Whoever's sending likes, thank you so much. I know it was probably multiple people, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Another thing I want to say is be consistent also, because we're on the hair vibes now. Be consistent in taking care of your hair. I know when I was really depressed, I found trouble with taking care of my hair because I was sad. So I want to let you know that it's okay to be sad. You know, I don't expect everybody in life to just be happy go lucky. I just want to encourage you to take care of your hair and find your balance. And that requires trial and error. Find the balance that works for you. I know I did this braid like 11 times. And go from there, because you deserve it, right? Okay. And the last thing I want to discuss is the future. So what if you are subscribed, and if you're not, welcome to the gang. Like, I look forward to you subscribing. What is next is my hot oil treatment formula and routine drops tomorrow. So you can expect to see what I'm using in my hot oil treatment. I usually don't go into formulas, but God convicted me about something, and I am going to give you guys the full details of what I use and why I use. So expect that tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm actually going to finish up editing it tomorrow. I don't think the video should be longer than 8 minutes unless I really feel like I need to be talking a lot. But while I'm talking about what I use in my formula, you'll basically see me do the routine. So it's going to be a cute vibe, and I cannot wait to see if you use it or if you use a rendition of it. Because I use probably about 5 oils in it, and I know not everybody's having just essential oils just lying around. Like, I'm probably one of the only people on this earth who just has essential oils lying around, you know? Boom! Nah, 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 nah. We all know this feeling, right? We all know this feeling, right? We all know this feeling. Y'all, tell me you don't know this feeling. Nah, nah. Nah. Nah, bro. Sometimes you gotta just be quiet and like do what you gotta do. Like, y'all should have been like, girl, Braid, stop playing around. And did y'all see the braids? Nah. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. This braid's gonna be better. This braid's gonna be better to it. And whoever's laughing, bro, you got it. You got it. Like, I'm sitting here just chatting. Okay, let me make sure. Y'all let me know. Oh, good. Ian, dog. Oh, bro. I don't know what I got going on. But yeah, after let's see. After what's that thing called? After the hot oil treatment formula, I'm going to upload the coloring my locks with henna and indigo, but I'm probably going to upload that like 2 weeks after. I'm transitioning into vlog content, and more like vlog content where, yes, you'll get lock videos in the vlog content. This braid is too tight, but I want to just transition into that because there's some things I really do want to talk to y'all about. And I'm excited to get your feedback on that and for you to join me on this new journey of life. Yes, Ian! I love me some Ian every day, every night. No cap. What's up, my dog, my brother from another mother and father. But yeah, I'm excited for you all to see those vlogs. And I mentioned in the last live that I'm doing a day in the life video where I'm like, again, I did a hot oil treatment and I went to the beauty supply store and I put y'all onto a lot of stuff. I got ready for a date night. I just really poured into myself in that vlog, and I talked to you about a few things that I'm going through. So I don't know when that's going up, but yes, the hen and indigo will probably be 2 weeks after. Yes, thank you, Ian. I love you more. I love you more. And I'll talk to you later. But yeah, so I'm excited to get your feedback on that, y'all. I'm excited to get your feedback on that. And for this new journey that I'm on, like I said before, there's a lot of there's a lot of content. Let me just say this ahead of time. Dude, I need to focus. I gotta just twist the bottom of this. There's a lot of first the braids, then this. No, I'm playing. There's a lot of content coming out for you in April. You will not be bored in April. You will be far from bored in April. Far from it. So be ready. You might get 2 uploads a week. One regular one and one with locks. Like, be ready because I am going to be. I got a whole bunch of footage, and what I'm learning, again, like I told you, God really convicted me, is that I have enough. I have more than enough. So we're going to focus on getting that stuff out first, and then we will keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. So when will you see these? I'm taking them out Sunday, so I'm going to post a short on, I threw the napkin away. I'm going to post a short on Monday. So you will get this on Monday. Y'all get to see this on Monday in a short. And I'll link this live so you know in the related video so you know which one is which. But these are the braids. What is it? The braids? I got 8 in. There's about, oh, that makes sense. There's about 20 in each because I have 163. So there's about 20 locks in each. They feel heavy. I'm going to sit under the dryer for a little bit. And yeah, so again, showing you these on Monday. Taking them out Sunday, filming the takedown on Sunday. I'm going somewhere right after I take them out and I'll be in a rush. So I know I won't be able to be on live and getting ready. But yes, taking them out on Sunday and posting the short on Monday. So subscribe because I don't want you to miss what these look like. And that's about it. I will catch you all later. And I appreciate all of the interaction and everything, seriously, that I got this time around. I'm so appreciative. I'm so appreciative. And I will catch you all on the flip Monday. I'll see you Monday with a short on Monday. Taking these down. The short shouldn't be longer than 10 seconds. What is it? The braids? Okay, seriously. They're heavy though. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All will be well. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. And I appreciate everyone for watching. And I will catch you on the flip. Itty skippity. See you soon.